Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm going to take a quick look at Gala, and just before we do, we peek over at Bitcoin, see kind of what's going on there. So I think it's important to recognize that we might tentatively be out of the doghouse. In other words, we are back above 48,000, which was a very difficult resistance point for Bitcoin on the Fibonacci retracement. We are making a higher high presently. And if our next higher low can be above 48,000, we'll be in very, very good shape. Also note as well, we are back above the 50-day simple moving average, working our way closer to the 200. And then obviously on the one-day chart, we're back up over the 200-day SMA, which was held below for the last 3 trading days, ultimately last 4 days. So it wasn't looking great, but now we're looking a lot better here, kind of a silver lining, whereas 46,000 should effectively be the bottom based on the fact that price hasn't gone any lower than that. So if we continue to make higher highs and higher lows, we'll be in much better shape, especially if we can get back up over about 52,300. Okay, so all good stuff there for Bitcoin. And just before we jump into Gala, I want you to know I'm not a financial advisor. I just truly love teaching people how to trade. I've been trading for over 15 years, and my goal is to help you become more self-sufficient. I have a trading academy that I'm creating right now that will be released next month in January, and that's free for all of my current CryptoCache Premium members, of course. So if you're currently a member, you'll benefit from that. But furthermore, as well, for newer members, you'll receive that truly as well. And it's just a really good opportunity to kind of give you a full in-depth analysis on how to become a better trader every step of the way. So cool stuff. Check that out. And I also send out signals, of course, in my trading community right now, presently, which is an awesome experience. So taking a look at Gala. One thing I want you to understand is that we're above the 50-day simple moving average, and that's a very good sign. Usually the 50-day SMA on the smaller time frames, or sorry, slower moving time frames, the 1 day and the 4 hour, work very effectively. So right now that could continue to progress and push the price back up. But the key takeaway here is that we are having a somewhat of a green candlestick here today, based on the simple fact that Bitcoin is recovering. Okay, now we need to see more consistency from Bitcoin in order for Gala to recover. Again, because of Gala's history. So just kind of refresh your memory here. Okay, and it probably looks a lot easier, or it's easier to identify if you kind of squeeze it like this here, right? In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trading days, Gala increased 645%, right? So if you know anything about trading, you've been familiar with anything at all, what goes up must come down. And it's going to come down very hard and very quick, typically, if it goes up that fast. The fact that it didn't do that for some time is actually a testament to how good this coin should be able to sustain. Because again, in the face of danger, Bitcoin's at 42,000 on this day here, of course, December 4th. That was Judgment Day, essentially. Bitcoin dropped 27% in 16 hours. Gala came as low as 36.50, basically 36 cents is a rough estimate. And even though the price is trending closer to that right now, it hasn't dropped its bottom. It's held very, very well. So I just need you to understand that, Gala, albeit doesn't look great right now, it's obviously getting tested and rejected at about 47 cents. That seems to be a strong resistance. It's still holding fairly well together considering how quick it ran up, okay? So again, the faster the price increases, the longer it's going to take for it to recover, okay? So you cannot expect Gala just to jump right back. In fact, if nothing else, consider this a good buying opportunity to be able to consider dollar cost averaging, and just consider this to be a nice sale price. All right, don't you love going to the store and seeing your favorite clothes or whatever it is that you're looking to buy on sale? It's a nice feeling, right? Well, think that the same thing here. Okay, I know it's a constellation, whatever, but nonetheless, not in bad shape in that sense. Because again, yes, it's slowly bleeding, but it's not, I don't feel it's going to go anywhere closer to, below 36 cents, okay? KuCoin did the same exact thing. It bounced off 48, which was a previous support level established by this major candle wick, and kind of, it looks like it's in the clear now. It's looking a lot of good signals right now for that. That being said, so just be mindful of the way that this is perpetuating. RSI is under 50, not usually a great thing, but that's basically reflective of, again, 47 cents on the price action here. You can see the strong support level here for about 7 or 8 days. And then of course it finally broke after 3 more days of testing it. And now it's considered a resistance. Okay. Just know the more often you test a support or resistance level, the more likely it is to break. Okay. So obviously it had to lose because, the bulls just kind of eventually gave up and the bears push it down. Okay. So that being said, that's kind of how it works. That's the 1-day chart. Let's look at the 4-hour really quick. We're below both moving averages. Pretty standard though. You can see lower highs and lower lows. Traditionally not a good sign. Also note we are trending closer to, I guess you could say, midway point between 30 and 50 in the RSI. That does tell us it's considered to be oversold and potentially a good value based on that sentiment. Moving on to the 1 hour chart, we can see the Ichimoku cloud is really rejecting the price action. So unlike a lot of other coins that broke above the cloud and are kind of trending right around here, this secondary lead is essentially working as a resistance level, keeping the price action down. It's very, very common for the cloud. That's why you never take entry until the cloud, you get that confirmation the price is above the cloud, right? That's step number one. Step number two is to confirm the conversion line's above the baseline, which it is. Okay, that's all well and good, but we're not above the cloud, so it doesn't really matter. Furthermore, as well, the lagging span is soon to intersect with the price action, so I would not consider taking a position, at least to the long side, for Gala right now, considering the fact that it's kind of struggle busing right now. So what I would recommend, of course, is dollar cost average. Continue to maintain that, right? And the reason why, of course, is because the simple fact that the price will recover eventually. That's just my personal opinion. Based on its history, it's done very well, and it can do very well again. It just needs time to recover, okay? 3 weeks is not enough time for something like this to bounce back, if that makes any sense. Because again, 600-700% in a full week of trading, that's just stupid. Like, that's stupid increase. You would never see that in a traditional stock market, okay? So again, please understand that that popularity kind of led to its demise, but it's also holding very strong in between 37 and 47 cents. So those are good buying opportunities, right? And as that volume accumulation continues to grow and the fear and uncertainty and doubt starts to subside, those two things will work favorably for the price to come back up eventually. Okay, so all good stuff here for Gala. Try not to overcomplicate it or overthink it. It's not in bad shape, all things considered, okay? So I hope you found benefit here, of course. If you're not currently a community member, consider joining. Love to get to know you better, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you soon.